This podcast contains material that is intended for mature audiences and may not be suitable for all listeners. Enjoy.
I don't want to get on the bandwagon. I'll burn that wagon down and join the band. Traveling troubadours terrorizing street corners just to try to get some supper in our hands. Now I waited all my life to get this off my chest, scream bloody murder until someone understands that it ain't about the money, the drugs, or the women. I make this noise just because I can. And we'll all join in to that original sin. So let's get rowdy and reckless. Let's get rowdy and reckless. Let's get rowdy and reckless. Just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it.
Hello and welcome back to yet another edition of Old Man Strength, a podcast of the Tailgate Society and brought to you by Deadeye Barbecue Sauce, the best damn barbecue sauce in the known universe. You can check them out on the web at deadeyebbq.com. You can go and find us at thetailgatesociety.com. I already screwed up this intro. This is a great start to this podcast. I am Tim Johnson, joined as always by Chris Shipley. Chris, how are we doing this evening?
Apparently doing better than you.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's been, I feel like I've been running a mile a minute for the past few days. I went out of town this weekend, and you know how you should take a day off after vacation?
Yeah.
I didn't do that. You would think all of the times I've gone out of town or taken a vacation, you would know that I would need a day of recovery, but instead I just tried to hop right back into things. And I have been very confused. I don't know what day of the week it is. I don't know what time it is. I don't know a lot of things, but that I guess is probably not really different than any other time.
It's been like that for me since, we got sent home in 2020 and the pandemic started. I don't know what day it is in half the time anyway. All the days run together.
Yeah, well, I mean, and now that we have things starting to slowly but surely get back to normal, it's making it even more hectic for me because now people are actually expecting things of me, and I actually have obligations to fulfill, which is,
nothing's worse than responsibility and
right
and having a job, and it's ridiculous.
Well, and like societal obligations and family obligations, and I don't have an excuse to like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't go out in public. Now I actually have to, which is not good for anyone. But it feels like things are starting to maybe get back to normal. I don't know how comfortable I am with that. I know you've had quite a long pandemic yourself. Are you starting to feel like things are slowly but surely returning?
A little bit. I was in Missouri about a week and a half ago. Apparently there's no COVID down there. So I walked into Walmart. I was the only dude wearing a mask. I was instantly intimidated and took it off. I've been fully vaccinated, but still. Yeah,
no, down there, I'm pretty sure they're pretty confident they can just shoot the virus. I think that's
right.
How that works. Well, I mean, the virus can't see them. They're all wearing camo, so I think they're probably pretty well hidden.
That's right.
I got to get all of my Missouri and Ozarks jokes out of the way here.
Right.
Yeah, well, fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to, since my brain is already half disengaged in life anyway, I'm kind of looking forward to a good challenge this evening. So, Chris, I'll go ahead and let you introduce our guests and what our topic for this evening is.
Well, against my better judgment, to give everybody a glimpse into what I deal with on a daily basis when these two are around, I have brought on Caitlyn Shipley, my daughter, and her best friend, Hannah Beenken, or as I would like to call them, the bane of my existence throughout their entire high school career. We had a discussion about, well, it all started with the whole TikTok phenomenon and the Geico commercials where Caitlyn seems to think that I'm the dude that has inspired the "You've Become Your Parents" commercials. So I challenged her to come on and see if her and Hannah could maybe fool us, because I personally think I'm hip as shit.
Well, I can tell by Caitlyn's laughter that she is maybe already doubting that.
Right. So they have decided that they've come up with a list of things that are supposed to be in or cool that they claim we won't know what they are. So we thought we'd have a fun little night of us proving them wrong yet again, that the older people are smarter and the younger people just need to just take a back seat and do what we tell them.
Well, I'm for this. Caitlyn, Hannah, welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Hello.
You already seem enthused right off the bat for what we're proposing for tonight. So thank you very much for that.
I just want to preface this by saying that some of these words on here, I did have to go to the internet to look up because
We brought you on for what reason?
Because I typically use these terms ironically until they flow naturally into my vocabulary unironically.
Like preface?
My college education at work.
Well, fantastic. I think, I don't know that I feel nearly as confident as Chris does for this. He is actually and has spent some time around teenagers. My daughter is only 6, and she still believes everything that I tell her. So I feel like that's kind of my wheelhouse right there. Otherwise, I might use slang sometimes around people, even in, their late 20s or early 30s, and then immediately feel awkward about it. So I think this should be a good time.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows Caitlyn. We've talked about her quite a bit. But Hannah, why don't you tell us a little bit about your last few years? What have you been doing for college and what you're doing now?
So I am a full-time douchebag. To start off, I just graduated from UNI with a double major in psychology and criminology. I'm currently in a master's program for forensic psychology. I'm a lot cooler than what I look like on paper. Actually, I kind of look like a square, but I was voted most likely to become a stand-up comedian in high school, so I think that's why I was invited.
I love it.
That's my claim to fame.
There you go.
Well, psychology and criminology, I think if anything tonight should be a good study in a deviant mind, if nothing else.
Interesting. I will definitely pull out my notebook.
Well, perfect.
All right, well, we might as well get this shit show going. So
Yeah, let's get it going.
All right, so I will just get this started off with top of my list. I have the word cake.
Cake.
Would you like that in a sentence?
Yeah, because I'm immediately thinking of cake that I'm going to eat, which is clearly not the answer.
You could eat this cake too.
You absolutely could.
See, I think about it as like easy as cake. Like that's going to be easy. Like that class is cake.
That's a very pure response.
I guess we're going to need that sentence.
Yeah.
Damn, that girl's got some cake on her.
Already uncomfortable. For 5 minutes in, I'm already uncomfortable.
Well, this is going to be a long episode then, Christopher.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm going to guess. I can't. You need to go in the other room. I can't stand. I'm going to guess that somewhere she's fairly well endowed in a female body area. That's the PG version of my answer.
So you're saying tits or ass? That's what you're saying.
I was going to say she's got a big butt.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey!
It means ass.
Yeah, I mean, she got good ass.
She's got a fat ass.
I get it. At one point, I remember a lyric that said something like, "I love you like a fat kid loves cake." So I think that one probably applies for sure.
I feel like that's definitely a double entendre.
Right?
The sad thing is about this podcast is no one will ever get to see Hannah's facial expressions during. Those are
my voice is very underwhelming.
Oh no, I got it. I've got a face for radio, and Chris has a voice for silent films. So I think
Absolutely.
I think we're covered.
Yikes!
it was the cancer. So.
It was right.
We passed that one. I think that's a good start.
Yeah, I say we get a point.
Okay, Hannah, you want me to read the next one?
Yeah, I don't have the list pulled up, so you should probably just be the narrator.
Yeah, bussin'.
And that is spelled Bussin.
With an apostrophe?
Yes.
Okay.
That's implied.
The proper punctuation has to be there for me to understand the context of the word.
Right.
Bussin'. Just do not go anywhere saying bussing, because you're going to sound real white and you're going to get no respect.
Bussin'.
I'm going to assume that they can run fast. Like she's really bussing around the track.
When have you? So
high school.
You and buses, Chris. First of all, you think that they're the cool thing at Iowa State.
Hey, Marcus Pfizer said it was cool. So did Dan.
Yeah, he was trying to make you feel good. But have you been on a bus and you've been like, wow? Aside from the movie Speed, this thing is really booking, right? Like there's a reason they call George Nearing the minivan. Like, I think there's nowhere where even in the movie Speed, the bus was going like 50 miles an hour. It's not exactly flying.
In my context of how fast I run, that seems fast to me.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Well, so I'm making fun of you for your ridiculous guess.
But you don't know.
I know. I have no clue what the hell bussin'.
We're gonna need a sentence.
Yeah.
Them wings were bussin'.
Don't know what them wings means.
Them wings.
Food.
Oh, okay. Like chicken wings? Like Okay.
Didn't know you need to spell out the sentence too.
Are they bone?
I don't think the boniness of the wings matter in this sentence.
Okay. So you're saying that boneless wings good.
We're saying them wings were I just ate a pack of Oreos because that shit was bussin'.
Period.
So they must mean tasty.
Right, good.
Good is a very broad way of describing the word bussin'.
Banging? Can I say banging?
You can, you go right ahead and use that at any time you please, Chris. I'm sure that will end up well for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and veto you using the word banging to describe it.
Why?
That
cake was bussin'. How about that? Can I say
Jesus.
that?
You say that to Stacy after a long night.
Yeah. Let me know how that goes for you, Chris.
I'm just trying to put it all together.
So
cake. I'm just trying to put it together in a sentence so that I sound, cool.
Well, what if I add, wow, that shit was bussin', respectfully.
Respectfully.
Yes, bussin', yes. If you add the word respectfully, how does that change your interpretation?
You take this one, Tim.
Boy, I'm frankly, I'm even more confused, frankly. I thought I had an idea of like, oh man, that food was really good. Respectfully implies that like maybe there's some, I don't know, controversy to that opinion.
So is it like in Talladega Nights when he says "with all due respect," and then you can say whatever bullshit you want to say? Is that what it's like? So, in other words, it's the opposite of good if you add respectfully at the end of it.
Just means that they can't take offense. If you say to mom that cake was bussin' respectfully, you know she knows you meant it in a good way.
That you weren't being sarcastic.
Okay, I got you.
Gotcha.
And I cannot wait to
But
pull
you
these
can
out
use
for her.
bussin' in a sarcastic way and in a non-sarcastic way.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, like your car is so clean it's bussin'. Can I like that sarcastically?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's a good
I feel like
start.
I'm getting it now. I feel like I'm getting
Okay.
it.
Okay. Fun.
I don't. I'm not going to award us a point for that because we needed a lot of help.
What?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
Fine. all
Okay.
right.
Crossed.
Like CROST?
Who the fuck spells crossed like that? Did you go to second grade? Crossed.
Whoa!
CROSSED.
Okay.
Crossed.
Well, does that not sound like a T at the end?
Well, yeah, it sounds like you're saying like across from where,
Right.
Crossed.
right?
Okay,
Right.
crossed. Okay.
Give him a sentence.
Yeah.
That
What?
bitch. Oh,
Hold
okay.
on.
Okay.
I might have an idea. I don't. Go ahead.
That bitch was so crossed at the party last night.
Horny?
No, God. Anna, you got anything to add to that sentence? I give more context.
I mean, I feel like your sentence was pretty well endowed with
needed it,
context clues.
Okay, how about I went to the frat house and got so crossed last night.
So drunk,
What Tim does every night.
blitzed. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
No.
Drunk.
No.
Okay.
no,
No?
it's
not?
crossed.
Doesn't mean getting drunk?
No, you have when something crossed, it's usually two things that crosses. So
Oh,
crossed.
so I was kind of close.
You were close. You
One
got
has
it.
to be...
You got 50% of it correct.
Okay. All right. They Netflixed and chilled.
No. No.
Chris, just say that they fucked.
I was
being-
trying to
quit being
dictate
so
the
conservative.
version for the underage listeners that we may have,
Oh. Well, if they're,
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
specifically the boys.
got it. Sorry, kids.
I got it. They had sex.
No.
What?
Have you given up?
Yeah, let's hear a definition for this one.
So it's also known as crossed faded. Does that give you any
We're making shit up now.
No, once again, that's not helpful.
when you're drunk and high at the same time?
Gotcha.
It
So
doesn't
when I
have
said,
anything to do with being horny.
No, I didn't say it did.
She said I was 50% right.
With being
Well, you said being
Oh,
drunk.
I said
Sorry,
drunk
I
or
was-
blitzed.
I was still stuck on the other thing. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
so crossed or cross faded. That's what it means.
So both drunk and high.
Drunk and high.
Exactly.
I'm with you now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not with you. I don't condone that. Just say no.
All right. Vibing.
Oh, I like chilling out and being cool.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty
Like-
close. What
like-
about
like you guys are kind of on the same page? Like you and
yeah,
Tim
like
Ross.
we're all of us are vibing right now.
Okay.
What do I mean if you pass the vibe check?
I walk up. Oh, I know. I got it. Have you seen that GIF of
Oh my
Steve
God.
be walking?
Can we pause that real quick? Did you just say Jif? Like the fucking peanut butter?
Yeah, man, I'm not even going to defend you, and I know that the originator of the graphic image file says he calls it a GIF himself.
Yeah. See, that's where I'd be.
But it's a graphic.
That's not how we talk about it anymore. We say GIF, we don't say GIF.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully.
Okay.
I mean,
So
if
it's
you want
that
your
GIF.
language to be bussin',
It's that. It's
Yes.
so. If I get the vibe in check.
Vibe in check. Nope, it's just vibe check.
Just
you
vibe
you
check.
pass the vibe
Okay.
check, you fit in.
Right. But it's like that gif of
Don't do that when I'm drinking a beer, please.
Had to take off
Steve
your glasses.
Buscemi. He like walks up to the Saved by the Bell kids with his hat on backwards, and he says, "How you doing, fellow kids?" And he's cool. So
He would
gets
not
the vibe.
pass the vibe check. I can tell you right now. Anything with Steve Buscemi would not pass the vibe check.
What about when I lost all my weight and I shopped at Aeropostale when I was 37 years old?
Would not pass the vibe check.
No.
Why?
Your purple shirt with a skull that had half the rhinestones on it would not pass the vibe check.
We're not supposed to talk about that shirt at all.
Did you wear that shirt?
It was cool.
No, he
It
got
made it outside the house.
It was cool. It was a
Did it
drag.
make it?
It had some.
It was a skull.
It was a skull, and it had some sparkle stuff on it.
Was it on sale?
Bedazzled. It looked like he didn't finish the bedazzling job. That's how he bought it.
Oh,
He
man.
spent actual dollars on that.
That's ridiculous.
Caitlyn, I'm actually gonna hold you accountable to this one too. How did you even let him?
Actually, she was like 6. At the time.
This was BS. This was before Stacy.
Old bachelor Chris walking around with his rhinestones and low-riding jean shorts,
Yeah, he really
looking for the ladies.
Wait, so
That
there
just
was a
screams.
skull? Was there? Did you say a dragon was on this thing as well?
It was a
It
skull,
was
and
a
it.
skull.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, I'd have passed the vibe check on that motherfucker. With that
Let
shirt
me
on.
just see if I can find a picture of it.
There's no picture of it. Nobody can see it. We're not recording
Well,
video.
I feel like Tim needs to see
Yeah,
it.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say I need to. So was this an Ed Hardy thing?
I
Who's
really
that?
don't know. You don't know who Ed Hardy is?
Who's Ed Hardy?
Oh, God.
Didn't
Pass the vibe check in
Didn't pass the
2007.
Oh
it,
my
it
goodness!
didn't even bring up men's shirts.
Don't-
I have
don't-
to specifically
yeah.
type men's in this.
Don't worry, Chris. Go to a Nickelback concert that you love so much, and you'll see a lot of Ed Hardy T-shirts.
Hey, these two were at that concert, by the way. So you guys can back me up. I was cool then, right?
For sure. Just that one time.
That sounded very
Okay.
sincere.
So they don't have an exact picture of the shirt, but just for imagery, this was kind of the look of the shirt,
Oh God!
but then half of it had rhinestones outlining the skull.
That's
Oh,
Chris.
It's cool in what way?
If I saw you wearing that, I would put you in jail.
I had some dark jeans on and some white tennis shoes, and I was popping.
Popping.
Oh boy!
Absolutely not. All right, next word.
Did we get a point for that vibe?
I
We got
I
Yes.
get a
right?
point for that one.
Yeah.
Next word, receipts.
Oh, that's making somebody's ass cash a check that their mouth wrote.
What?
So someone makes a claim, or like you make a claim, and someone calls you a liar, and you say, "No, I have the receipts."
Yeah, Tim.
That's the same thing. I said the same thing.
Yeah, but you said it in old man lingo.
That is literally not what you said.
You did. Do you even know what that saying means?
Cashing, don't
If you don't
cash
write-
a check.
Don't write a check that your ass can't with your
Right,
mouth that your ass can't
exactly.
cash. Right, which means
That
which
means.
saying shut up for a second.
Oh my god.
Which means that if you ran your mouth, then you better have the receipts or you're getting your ass kicked.
Absolutely not. If you ran your mouth, and if I'm saying, wow, I can pin your ass to the ground, that means you better be able to do it. Receipts is like if
Doing
you
it,
and
the
I-
actual thing is a receipt.
you and I get into a fight over text message, and you're trying to claim that it never happened, but I have the screenshots.
Yeah,
Evidence, if you will.
yeah.
Evidence.
I would say they're slightly different, Chris, in that you don't have to run your mouth to have the receipts. Like I could just make an everyday claim, and someone could call me a liar because they're just being a dick. And
In the literature for criminology, we refer to that as circumstantial evidence.
oh wow!
Oh.
All right. I like
Let's
this.
get fancy with our
She's-
degrees. And
Hey.
Boy.
Agree to use.
I'm very excited for the first time in a professional environment that she uses bussin' also in context.
Your Honor?
which reminds me, did you see the video today floating around there? of that
Respectfully.
Zoom- of that Zoom call Some dude logged into a court case with his Zoom call and forgot to change his Zoom name from Buttfucker 3000, and the judge called him out on it.
Yeah, I did see that. That is
so great.
That is.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
So we get a point.
Yes, I have the point.
So we're 3-1. We got 3 points.
You're 3 out of
4.
I've read 5 of them.
Okay, well.
Apparently, you can't count in your old age
I was
either.
told there'd be no math.
Period.
Period. Oh, wait. Oh, I was going to say end of story because I say that all the time. That's not it. Is it?
Yeah, if I...
Fuck yeah. End of story.
But you can just make it one period. That's how you get your point across.
Oh, I'm totally using that now.
You have to do it with your nails too. Period.
Period. You gotta snap them back.
See, Caitlin, the way that you're saying it, I hear a T. I swear you're putting
there is a T on that one.
It's DT.
Yeah, DT. All right.
It's her speech impediment coming back from when she was a kid.
Hey.
It never went away.
Damn straight. All right. On fleek.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
This one's kind of old. This one's kind of old. So if
why
you guys
do you guys say that? Why do you guys say
this is more like 2016 era.
Yeah, and I didn't really know what it meant. Like, I would say my best guess was that, like, it was on point or looking good or like looking exceptional.
Like how I dressed today. I was on fleek today.
With your matching hat to your polo sweater?
Yeah.
That it matched, yes.
I can't really tell what you're wearing right now, Chris, but I got to tell you, at first, I thought it was a denim button down with a white mock turtleneck, which screamed 1992.
It is a mock turtleneck. I make fun of him for it all the time.
Lord.
My favorite shirt. I love this shirt.
Do you need a gold chain to go with that?
He has one.
We can start singing some Boys to Men, End of the Road.
Listen,
if that's what you need for this.
Mock turtleneck. I got a cancer scar. I got to cover it up. Why don't you guys just make light of that?
Okay.
Nobody cares.
Period.
Just like someone said on Twitter, you're just trying to get sympathy and promote yourself. That's all you're trying to do.
Oh yeah.
That is.
Yeah,
our haters.
Our first hate tweet. That was great, man. We made it then.
Yeah.
All right, I will give you guys a point for that since you got it. Okay. What if I say thick with 3 C's? No K. Thick with 3 C's.
She's got big thighs.
I mean, yeah.
Like when Squidward eats all the Krabby Patties.
It was dead silent. You looked a little stunned, like I shot you right in the chest.
I mean, I'm going like, big booty again. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it means that she's curvy.
I got that from TikTok, by the way.
What TikTok are you watching? Is this the one you
have TikTok?
I don't hide anything from Mom.
TikTok.
All right, that's a point.
Oh, I'm gonna award Hannah a point just for that joke. That was fantastic.
Yeah, Hannah gets a point. All right, this one actually, someone told me to put it on my list, but now that I think about it, there was a whole brand with this name, Fat with a PH.
Oh, that's a dude from Shark Tank.
What?
You're
talking.
Oh no, that's Fubu. I'm sorry.
That's Fubu.
It's not even close, bro.
What is fat with a PH?
So fat with a PH, if you go all the way back to a Chris Tucker, Charlie Sheen movie.
Yep.
Where Chris Tucker tells Charlie Sheen's wife, played by Heather Locklear, "You're fat," and to which she gets offended, and then he says, "Pretty hot and tempting." So I think we get the concept of fat.
That's right.
Yeah, and also when you say someone has a fat ass with a PH, it's another word for thick. Is kind of what it's morphed into these days.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand this.
You probably don't.
I could say somebody has a fat cake respectfully.
That is a lot of action in one
I
sentence.
wouldn't recommend it. All right. Skinty.
Minty?
Skinty.
Oh, skinty. Okay, that means even less to me. This one I have not even heard like contextually.
Skinty. I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark here. I instantly thought of a really skinny girl that's on meth.
So, Chris, I'm going to save you and say that was exactly verbatim what my guess was going to be.
Hannah, you got any insight on that?
About the meth, or
Are you,
I mean,
are you holding? Are you
So I'm
holding?
gonna guess it's wrong. That's
no.
no.
Well,
it-
so let's
Wait,
go back
no,
to let's
so
go
I
back to
might
a
be
sentence. In a sentence, yeah. Let's hear
Yeah,
this in a
let's hear a
sentence.
sentence. If you say that hooker is skinty, I'm gonna be right.
I don't think the words skinty and hooker are mutually exclusive.
Okay.
Is the problem. So her waist was so skinty that not even a belt would help.
Yeah, I don't see how
I'm
you're
lost.
wrong there.
This one's kind of a trick one. It is
let's
just
see.
skinny, but it's just like, You
Skinny
know.
with a tiny.
yeah, tiny.
It's a little bit more oomph
It's like
in the
skinny
skinty.
and tiny.
Yes.
Gotcha. So she could be on meth, but she doesn't have to be on meth. She's just real thin.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
But also, not all people on meth are skinny. I'm just saying, just putting it out there.
I don't.
I'm gonna edit in one of those.
Again.
The more you know.
Again,
Sorry.
right? Again, not advocating for drug use. Say no.
Yeah. I did have someone on meth the other day talk to me at the bar, and I realized, oh, that's why I was quarantining for the last year.
That's why the toothpaste was still on the shelf during panic buying. It all makes sense now.
Okay, this is a word that Paris Hilton made up. It's called sliving.
Can
Oh,
you
I
use it in a
think I know.
sentence?
Sliving.
I think I know.
Country of origin?
Paris Hilton.
I'm going to take a guess again, just based off of the show that she was on, where she had like to go back and live on a farm or something with what's her name, the other girl.
Kim Kardashian.
No,
Nicole,
not Kim.
Nicole,
Kardashian.
Nicole Richie.
Nicole Richie.
Oh, I didn't watch the show. I wasn't allowed to.
This is a little bit before our
She was
time.
living below her income level, so it's kind of like slumming, only sliving.
You think Paris Hilton is that smart to make up that word using slumming? You think she even knows how to spell slumming?
I don't know why you got to take a shot at somebody that's clearly articulate.
This woman thought
And-
they
and-
sold walls at Walmart. There's a video of it.
I know it was on that show.
You think she came up with
No, I think her publicist did.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He didn't come
so
up with
that's your guess?
That's my guess before you put it in a sentence.
Uh
Yeah, I was just gonna say shitty living, not even slumming.
Okay, are we close?
no.
No.
Living is one of them. Living is one of them. Hannah, do you have a sentence for this one?
Yeah. So let's pretend there's a dialogue. So let's be like, oh, I don't know, like, does this outfit look good? And then the other girl's like, oh, no way, you totally slived with that color.
Look like shit.
Because that's what supportive friends say to each other, Chris.
The question you said was, do I look good in this? And you said, no, you're sliving.
No, she meant that respectfully.
Oh,
Respectfully. I suppose without the proper punctuation, it was a little bit difficult to convey what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I
So
wasn't
this
sure.
one does end in a G and not an apostrophe.
Correct.
Okay.
Sliving.
Sliving.
Then she must look fine. Swell.
Well, it's
Mean.
hitting what the word it's combined with is.
Yeah, so it's a portmanteau. of living and
Whoa,
what?
whoa. Hold on.
I was told there'd be no English.
What word did you just use?
Portmanteau.
What the fuck is that?
Portmanteau is a word that is created by combining two other words.
What?
That is Chris Shipley's poli-sci degree at work, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's called a portmanteau when you combine two different words and create a new word.
I've never heard.
Do you know how to spell it?
Ports? Man.
It's also a musical
Google
term.
already came up with it. It's a large trunk or suitcase, dude.
Look at the second.
No, but
definition.
okay. Word blending the sounds and combining meanings of two others.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, Google shows a picture of a suitcase, so I think you're full of shit.
Respectfully.
Okay, so we got living, but we don't know what the first word, the S.
Oh, I know. It makes you look slim. Slim, sliving. You look slim in it.
Good job.
Fuck yeah, that's a point.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. That feels like a clumsy way to say that.
You know, I was under the impression that the other word was slaying.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought it was skinny, like slim and skinny, but slaying also makes sense.
You're living and slaying. Okay.
You guys know what slaying is?
You're killing it.
That's right.
Yes.
That's the next word.
Soft point
Yeah.
for that one.
Yeah.
Soft.
Soft. That's a 0.5 if I ever heard of one. All
I'll take
right. This one you see more in a I don't know that I really hear people say this more as they type it under their friends' photos, but they say, "Yas, queen."
Oh,
Yeah, with like YAS.
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that too, and it drives me up.
I've Insta posted that before. I know I've seen that before.
Insta posted.
Hannah, you want to take this one away?
I think Chris already spoke for himself, dude. I'm okay.
Yeah.
On Instagram, if you like when you post a picture and they say "Yas Queen," it means you're smoking hot.
Yas, queen?
Yeah.
Who the fuck says yas, queen?
Isn't that what you just said?
Yas. It's a
It's
long
just a very, very Midwestern of you to say yes.
Regardless, I'm right. The definition is that she looks smoking hot.
Yes,
All right.
queen.
All right.
Respectfully.
Yes, you are correct. Yes.
All right. Next one. That fucks.
So this came up on better units. So I'm gonna defer, but I'm gonna let you answer this because we had a guest that was talking about blending barrels and he said at the end of the day it's does that barrel fuck or does it not fuck? So that's the way I'm gonna use it in a sentence for you, and I actually think it's pretty appropriate.
To fuck
And then
or not
Aaron-
to fuck?
And then Aaron, yes, that is the question. Well, that is nobler. No, but Aaron used it like 7 times inappropriately on the Bitter Units Twitter feed. So, Chris, I'm going to let you. I already gave you a sentence usage there.
I'm going to guess it means it works properly.
It's doing its job, maybe.
Right. It's hitting the hole.
Oh, please do not say that. But
Oh, God.
kind of.
Wow.
This whole podcast is just dad wheezing.
It's
Yeah,
so hot down here.
I
It's ridiculously hot down here.
had to turn that thing off.
Oh, I'm going to have to take this mock turtleneck off.
It's getting fucking serious.
Fuckers, what's the answer?
That means good. Like it's
That's what I
good.
said. It works.
That is not what
You
you
said
said.
works
It-
properly.
That's like the widest way to say it.
Like, oh, yes, I really like your car. It works properly.
You're not gonna. Oh man.
This burrito certainly is working properly.
Oh,
Certainly.
Certainly.
Indubitably.
That's not a point.
No.
Tim knew it.
Well, yeah.
Tim knew it.
I
We should get a half a point.
Okay, I'll give you a half a point.
Okay.
It's pretty pathetic.
All right. What if I say no cap?
no cap. Like no limit?
Ooh.
No.
You thought I was onto something though, didn't you?
I did. Because I was going a completely different way.
I'm surprised
No
you
cap.
haven't seen this on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok all the time. I have a job.
Yeah, I was just say no. He watches TikTok on Instagram like a proper old person does. That's how I see all my TikToks is on
Right.
Instagram stories.
He has the app.
I did. I broke down. I need a sentence.
That food was good. No cap.
No kidding.
Like I'm not lying.
Yeah, I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means you're not lying.
Okay. So give me the etymology there. Like how?
Oh, I know. I got this one, Tim. I do. Because you're referencing Captain America, who was pure and never lied.
Absolutely not.
Nope, I don't think so.
That's how I see it.
Well, because then you would say cap.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not
That
lying.
means lying.
That's right.
Yeah,
Right.
capping, the verb form.
So if capping means lying, what is the etymology there? How are we getting there?
Do you know what etymology means?
I don't know. Ask Gen Z. I took a class. All right.
She's not going to answer your question because she doesn't know, by the way.
Half this shit, I don't know how it gets into our vocabulary. I don't know who one day just decided to say, yeah, that shit was busted.
Hold on.
No
What
cap.
is no cap
Like-
short for? What does no cap mean? The expression no cap is slang meaning no lie or for real, often used to emphasize someone is not exaggerating or something hard to believe. What does... Hold on.
To be fair, like I don't know where on fleek comes from. Like fleek
Right.
isn't a thing.
That's
right?
that's what I'm saying. This shit just pops up and then people run with it.
Okay, so the 1940s, according to Green's dictionary, slang to cap
Oh god.
is evidence of slang meaning to surpass, connected to the insult of capping. These terms appear to be rooted in a sense of cap, so no cap has a sense of no lie or no joke or not bragging. It's associated with slang in Atlanta area hip hop, which is the exact reason why we don't know what the fuck it means.
That was back in 2012. It's finally made its way over here though.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've got no clue. All right, well, I'll find a way to.
No
use
cap
that
was
sometime.
popularized in 2017 when Atlanta-based rappers Young Thug and Future released the track No Cap. In the song, the rappers boast about the swag they've acquired no cap, including clothes, cards, and jewelry. I don't know why you don't know that. I'm a little disappointed.
I honestly, you would think that that's right up my alley. So,
Because I have all their albums.
All right.
There.
Okay, this one should be pretty easy. This is an easy one for you guys. Felt that.
go ahead, Chris.
Instantly,
Oh my
my
God.
mind goes bad. Instantly, my mind goes bad.
Do you think your daughter picked out nothing but like offensive?
Because
raunchy
I
slang?
initially thought maybe they tasted the cake. That was my first thought.
Well, eating ass.
Eating ass.
That's what you're saying. Felt that means.
No, not quite that far. That's not what I meant.
Well, that's what tasting the cake means, Chris. So,
Yeah.
is it or is it not? To eat ass or
I
not to
take
eat
that back.
ass?
That's not what that means. Felt.
Just like I hear you. I understand.
Yeah,
Hit me in the feels. That's what that means. You know?
I think Tim got it right. It was just like I
I hear you.
hear you.
Empathize.
Yes.
I empathize.
I empathize.
Yes.
But nobody fucking says that. So say felt that.
Right.
Like,
Oh, I felt that.
2020 sucked ass. Yeah,
Oh,
felt.
I felt
Okay.
that.
Now I get it.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad you're
and
finally on the
and
same
I
page.
probably would say I can empathize. So,
I was way off.
All right. Well, you guys get half a point since Tim kind of got it.
We're a team. If he answered the answer right, he gets a point.
Fine. All right. What if I say fit?
oh, good looking.
No,
What?
it's not.
That's what the British slang is.
That is the British slang.
You
We're in
don't
America.
know that.
Yeah, I do. I watch Too Hot to Handle.
What is that?
You don't.
None of your fucking business.
Fit. Don't know.
Okay. I'll
Do you
use
want
it.
a sentence?
Yes,
Yes.
I do want a sentence here.
Ooh, that's a fit.
That's a good one.
No, that's not a good one. That's not helpful in any way, shape, or
It
form.
doesn't mean anything.
What
That's
if
That's how I would use it.
that's a blank. You could have just said that. That would have been as much help.
Right?
Fit check. A lot of people post that. Fit check.
I'm still lost.
Guys.
In fact, I feel like I understand less than I did after the
Right.
last sentence.
You guys give up?
You haven't given us a decent clue.
Yes, we have.
That is fit means shit. That doesn't mean anything.
That's a fit.
That's a fit.
Your fit is fire.
Your look.
No.
We give up.
Yeah, I'm gonna give up on this one.
Your outfit.
So stupid.
Yeah, that one's dumb.
I just said you look good. That should be the same thing.
No. You were. How do I know you're not talking about their hair or their face? You're not talking about their outfit.
I thought that was drip.
So when you talk.
You have a point.
I thought that was drip. The same thing?
They
Drip
have-
is the same thing?
Yeah, they have multiple slangs for the
Well,
same
how the
word.
fuck are we supposed to keep track of that?
No, the internet.
Welcome to the English language, Chris.
Yeah, there's this thing called synonyms. There's a whole book of them, actually. Roger wrote this whole book on words that mean the same thing.
Oh, okay, moving on.
Okay.
My arm hurts. now.
It's the mock turtleneck for me. It's the blank for me. So there's a trend going around a couple months ago.
Hip,
No,
lit.
no. That's your favorite word.
Lit is my favorite word. I kick ass at that word.
It's
Styling.
it's the blank for me.
It's the shit.
No. Anna, can you give a more clear meaning? He's not getting me.
Like a sentence?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that is the sentence.
Yeah, it
I
is
mean-
the sentence. What does this sentence mean? What is the connotation?
Okay, start over. Try again. One more time.
What if I say it's the mock turtleneck for me?
I would say it's a thing that you ought to be embarrassed by. But I don't think that's what you're going with.
I'll have you know my wife thinks I could look damn good in this. turtleneck.
It's the long eyebrow hairs for
Wait.
me.
Wait, is oh boy.
Now I'm going to go with looking like an old man.
No. Why would that be just the old man?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, if I like I'm looking at this your wallpaper right now. He photoshopped a wallpaper on his computer of some
It's
football
Brees
player.
Hall, for fuck's sake. You should know that.
of Brees Hall in a black jersey, but the hat is the helmet has a red and gold logo. So if I said it's the mismatched clothes for me,
The truth.
Is it just a way of saying I like that?
no.
Well, then
It's-
I am totally lost.
It's the truth.
Hannah, I can't.
You
I feel like you're doing a
pulling
good
this shit
job.
out if you don't even know what it is.
I do know what it is, and I'm explaining it to you how I know.
It's like
Like, do you need me to tell you what it means?
Yeah, I give up. I give up entirely.
It's like something that stands out about something. It can be either good or bad. So, like, if you're talking about a bitch you don't like, it's like, oh, well, it's the big nose for me.
Oh,
you know,
it's that thing in particular that does it or kills it. For
that
you.
does it. That yes.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yes.
Right.
Got it. Okay. I get that.
it.
I get that.
All
That
right.
makes sense. That makes sense now.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know what you guys have done to make it more clear for us.
Yeah.
I was just so lost.
Because I got confused. I thought you were just on your normal tangent of making fun of me.
I mean, it can be used to make fun of somebody, but it can also be used to uplift somebody. Like for Hannah, it's the curly hair for me. It's the douchebaggeriness for me.
Yes.
It's all the good things.
Right. But it can also be, it's the mental illness for me, you know?
Oh my.
Could be an absolute buzzkill. But it's also the best part about me, motherfuckers.
It's that one thing that either does it or kills it. I got it.
Correct. Yes.
Got it.
It's a clear dichotomy.
Yeah.
I can feel us getting hit by the minute, Tim.
Yeah. Well, Chris, just to be clear, it's not just the mock turtleneck for me.
Oh, Tim, why don't you use it in a sentence for us?
It's for me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's too good of a person to take.
No, I'm gonna do this in a nice way,
Respectfully.
Respectfully. This podcast is a lot of fun, but it's the Melvin stories for me.
Oh, that's good.
There we go. We'll take it. Nice.
It's the cancer for me.
Boy, that could go both ways.
Man.
Even if you add on the respectfully, because then I think the respectfully is sarcastic. It's the cancer for me, respectfully.
Tim really just spat out his drink. All right, slept on.
Oh, that's easy. Like bypassed or didn't give it enough credit.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
You missed your
Football
opportunity
wise,
because you
draft
slept on it.
stuff. That guy slept on. They should have picked him earlier. Stuff like that. That's simple. Come on, fuck, Jesus, give me something hard.
On God.
Like the fencing thing.
Like on guard? Is that what you were saying?
No, on God.
On God.
On God.
I'm
On
assuming
God.
that's the same as on fleek, right?
I promise you, it is not.
It's also kind of used as like on my mama.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, like I swear? Like I swear I'm telling the truth?
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, look at you, Tim, pulling one out.
Yeah.
It's the context clues for me, Chris.
Yeah, otherwise I would have no clue.
Respectfully.
On God.
Oh God.
I didn't know.
All right. Bet.
Bet.
I would say something like you're emphatic about your point.
What the fuck?
like you want to bet?
Right.
Like, is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
right.
Like,
Hey,
oh yeah, you
Hey.
think that's true? You want to bet?
right.
Will you guys use it in a sentence so that
Yeah,
I can
I
know
will,
if you're
I
getting
will.
it correctly? Yeah.
I will. I personally think that beer that Tim's drinking is shit. Bet.
No. You wouldn't use the word bet in that context.
Tim would.
Tim would. If you said something like that to him, he'd be like, bet. Or if I said, I'll kick your ass right now, and then you would say,
Prove it.
Bet.
bet.
Yeah.
Bet.
All right. I got it.
It's kind of like, are you serious? It like, prove it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the commencement of a pissing contest.
Yeah.
Almost.
I
Respectfully.
like that. Actually, every time I get into like a one-upsmanship, I usually just say, let the pissing commence. Like I think that's probably the best way to kick things off, frankly.
Right.
But maybe I should just say bet instead.
Bet.
Okay. Wig.
Wig.
I mean, I don't have
like our context, Chris. If we said someone wigged out, I would have said like they're freaking out.
right.
Like that's where you and I are coming from.
Yeah.
Wig.
But in this context, that's clearly not it.
I mean, at this point, I feel like it could mean anything.
Right.
Got a
Right?
sentence, HB?
Like, hey, that new car you bought is wig. It doesn't mean anything to me because I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Crazy would be my other guess.
Well, that was a good sentence, Christopher.
I'm fucking genius.
Do you know
But do you know what it means, sir?
Well, let's see. It's one of two things. No. I don't.
Quite simply,
awesome
it's either
or
no
terrible?
or yes.
What does it mean?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like you're shocked.
Yeah, like wig. Like your wig flown off.
Yeah, snatched.
Like the drag queens, you know, they're like, oh my
No,
God, my
no.
wig bout flew off.
I
Or
don't-
like
no, I don't
women
know.
who wear wigs are like, holy, like, hold my wig. Or,
Oh, my wig.
God.
Like something
Hold my wig
exciting.
sounds like someone who wears a wig is about to get into a fight with another
Right.
person, right?
It's-
Isn't that
well,
what that sounds like?
Yeah,
Like,
but it's
hold
like
my
if you
wig.
walk in on something shocking, you're like, wig.
Like you snap your head back because
Like
you're like
you don't
shocked and then
always
your
have
wig
to,
falls
but like
off.
you don't have to have like, yeah, like you're so shocked your wig falls off, but you don't have to wear a wig for this
This
to
come
apply
from
to you.
like the colonial times and shit.
You know? Just wig.
Just powdered wigs. That's what
Powdered
they used
wigs
to say.
flying off. George Washington's like, fuck.
Wig.
Across the Potomac, got to the other side, was like wig.
Oh no, all my men died. Wig.
Oh, smallpox. Oh, wig. Just
Right.
a little historical humor for our listeners there. We like to
Right.
keep it intellectual every now and then.
We got two more.
Okay, two
Uh,
more.
What's the score?
Well, you have.
You lost track, didn't you?
I have them. I haven't counted up though.
Okay.
Okay. So, this one is actually one that Hannah and I don't know if we made up,
Oh,
but,
no, you can't be doing made up shit.
but we use it a lot.
This whole list is made up.
Okay. Showy.
Oh, that's for some bitch that thinks she's all that in a bag of chips. I know you too. That's what that means.
I was gonna say that's what I'm sounding like.
Am
Someone
I
trying to
right?
show off.
Yeah.
Hannah, I think Hannah and I said it in a span of 50 times a day. We would just be walking around the store and we'd pull something off the rack and
Hey.
Hannah would be like, "Wow, that's so showy."
This isn't a Pinterest story where we got to hear the whole fucking backstory.
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole point of this shit?
Yeah. How many
Yeah,
tangents you
kind
go
of.
off on
Kind
with
of.
George Washington? You want to
Don't
talk
you diss a
about
founding father in my presence.
a racist founding father?
Oh, here we go.
All right. Last one we have for you is gas.
Probably not what I thought of.
Well, what did you think?
I'm gonna say, in all seriousness, like it's got a lot of power behind it, or it's got a lot of legs. Like telling us.
Are you talking about a toot right now, dude?
No. Like if there's a pretty big thing coming or a story or whatever, it's a big deal. It's got a lot of legs to it, or the story has a lot of legs to it. It's got some gas.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. Like I was gonna say
George.
something's fun.
No, no.
What?
No.
All right, well then let's hear it. Let's
Just
hear it in a
certainly.
sentence. Let's hear it in a
Like-
sentence.
Okay, like Tim Tebow's story about getting, like, I've heard about that now for like a week now that he got signed. The story has legs. It's continuing on and on and on. It has a lot of gas.
Gotcha.
That's-
Okay.
That's what I mean.
All right. Well, then let's hear this in a sentence.
That Ponchero's burrito was gas.
Okay, I was way off. Delicious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. A good is usually how I would use it.
Gas is a lot like bussin' in a sense.
Yes.
Very closely cinematic, not cinematic, but synonymous. How would you say that?
Synonymous?
Synonymous.
Or cinematic. We're gonna make a movie about
Gas and bussin'.
it's a Roger biopic.
There you go.
That sounds riveting.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
Gas is also another word for marijuana, so be careful.
Yeah.
Which
Good-
again,
Good to
we
know.
would like to point out, just say no.
Who are you, Nancy Reagan? That was her slogan.
I know, that's where I learned it. That's why I
I was
didn't
gonna say that
I
that's a
listened.
reference. Yeah.
Well, you've said it so much.
Because it was drilled into my head when I was a kid.
Oh man.
Very much so.
Well,
That was the
are you guys ready to hear your final score?
Yeah, let's hear it. How
What's
we
the
doing?
total? What's the total amount of points that we could have got?
25.
I think we at least got 18,
Okay, Tim, what do you think?
which would be the same score I got on my ACT, by the way.
Yeah, only it was worth 50 back then.
Right?
I was gonna say that we probably did 16 out of 25.
You got 15 out of 25, which is a 60%. A D.
Passing.
Hey,
D
D's
is
get
not
degrees.
passing anymore.
D's
Passing.
No, they don't.
Said
Not-
D's get degrees.
Maybe when you were in college 50 years ago.
Well, that's what we're aiming for.
Right.
Hey, if I came to a test completely unprepared, not having studied at all, and I managed to eke out a D with having no clue,
Or as I would like to call it, Physics 101 in my senior year.
My professor would make me retake it.
That's because you guys got it soft now. Oh, you can retake your class if you'd like and redo it. Not us.
Well, if you fail, you have to retake it to graduate.
Like
Yeah.
you should have Physics 101.
I passed.
I think your professor just wanted you out of
I
there.
passed. She probably didn't know because I was only there like 3 or 4 times.
They say she didn't know who you were in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, I'm happy with the 60, Chris.
16, I'll take it.
It's a 15.
No,
That's
it's 60%.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
60%.
Well, you said 16.
I thought we were grading on the curve.
Who else took the test?
So maybe that's a good question, is if Chris and I came up with slang from the 80s and you guys took it 25 out of 25, what do you think you'd get?
Oh, I'd probably get a solid 20.
Yeah,
What?
100%.
I listened to 100.3 The Bus.
No way.
I think they do have the benefit of movies that
Yeah, Clueless.
made nostalgia out of the 80s
Fetch.
and 90s. But
Quit trying to make fetch a word, Gretchen. Fetch is not a word.
Okay, I'll throw a couple out there.
Okay.
Tubular.
It's like,
Like, that's so tubular.
yeah.
Yeah, it means it's like
awesome.
cool.
Like, that was radical.
Damn it.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Like some of them have come back. Like Dope has come back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I felt ridiculous saying it at the time, and now every once in a while I'll be like, "Oh, that's dope." Oh my God, Tim, you are in your 40s. You need to stop talking like that.
Gag me with a spoon. You know what that means?
Gag me with a silver spoon makes me want to vomit. That's so horrible. Thank you, Clueless.
Yeah, that's no fair. They've had the benefit of watching
Yeah.
TV, good movies. Fine.
All right. Well,
I think we win.
We
Also,
got 100%.
yeah, right there. Tim, I just want you to know I'm trying to convince my dad to watch Goonies. I had him record it on the DVR.
I'm not wasting my time with that.
Watch the
I
Goonies.
love Goonies.
We had a whole discussion about this. I'm not wasting 2 hours of my life of watching
Hannah, have you ever seen Goonies?
some
I
fact
sure have.
or treasure.
Look at that. Hannah's watched
So?
Goonies.
Sean Astin, Kieran,
When has Hannah's opinion ever meant me to go, oh, okay, I'll change my mind?
I'm pretty cool, Chris.
Hannah was the one who came up with the term stinky neck.
That's true. Big old stinky neck having
I had an infection in my cancer wound. They thought they would be jokes about it.
I was outside in the car with my friend Hannah and another friend, and my mom called me and she said, we got to go back up to the hospital. Your dad has an infection, but I just want you to be warned, like it stinks. So when you walk into the house, it's going to stink. And Hannah was on the other side saying, oh no, not the stinky neck.
See the shit that I put up with and I got to deal with? That's not fair.
No, I get
How
it.
about you control the secretions out of your neck, Chris? It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's the neck for me,
It's the neck for me.
respectfully.
Oh my God. Oh, that's not good.
No, it's bussin'.
Respectfully.
Well, so I hate that I know these now because I am going to find myself busting out one or two of these at some point, and then everyone will just stare at me, and I'll be like, "What?" And they'll be like, "You know what you did," and I'll have to hang my head in shame.
Right?
But I'll think I was cool,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure I probably will be.
There's
If
no
I
doubt
had
in
to
my mind.
guess. Yeah, no, thank you. Your
got my
mock
mind.
turtleneck makes me feel very supported by that, Chris.
As much as you guys make fun of it, I'm not gonna stop wearing it. I wore it yesterday too.
Wait,
That's
day
disgusting.
one? Did you get neck pus all over it? Why would you wear that 2 days in a row?
Oh, things are starting to unravel now.
They are. Oh, I love it. Well, thank you guys very much for joining us this evening. I don't even know, I guess, what I expected going into this. I think this lived up to expectations, though. Chris?
Absolutely. It's always a good time. So
Wonderful.
Any opportunity to make fun of Chris Shipley on a public forum, I am in.
I love it.
So
I love
I would
it.
just like to reiterate though that I was fairly popular. I was a popular dad for Caitlyn's friends. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
Oh, you were bussing.
yes, the Shipley house was
Respectfully.
always busting.
That's right. I was the cool friend's dad.
You and Steve going to that Nickelback concert with us.
Yeah, I should get some street cred just for that.
was pretty gas.
Nice.
Just kidding. It was on fleek.
I've forgotten half of these already.
Okay, we need to wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Oh God, greatest thing.
as much as I'm reticent to do this, Hannah, Caitlyn, anything you want to shout out? Any other thing you want to say while you get your last 5 seconds here?
Your last dig.
Who?
Dig. I figured you would make fun of me one last time.
No, I'm okay.
Caitlyn?
Yeah, I've been doing it all day. I guess I can that up.
With that, thank you very much for wasting another hour with us on Old Man Strength to all of our listeners. Please check us out on Twitter at strength_old, at SciGradSciDad, at Tim Johnson MN. Please visit us on the web at thetailgatesociety.com. Visit our sponsor, Deadeye Barbecue Sauce, at deadeyebbq.com. Please go ahead and download, like, rate, subscribe, all those fun things you do on Stitcher, Apple Pods, or whatever they call it, Spotify, Napster. Yeah, on cassette tapes. When you get a cassette tape and you play it in your car, please make sure to rate 5 stars. But Chris, anything else before we sign off here?
Nope, we got a big excitement. We're going to be selling some T-shirts and some merchandise. So look at our Twitter feed on there. The link will be up there to order T-shirts, sweatshirts, some tank tops. So it'll be a good deal.
I promise you my face is not on any of them, so you'll actually want to purchase
I thought the logo was you. Isn't that you?
Hey, if only I were that strong. But no, absolutely. Well, once again, we thank you all for joining us, and we will see you guys next time.
I don't want to get on the bandwagon. I'll burn that wagon down and join the band. Traveling troubadours, terrorizing street corners just to try to get some supper in our hands. Now I waited all my life to get this off my chest, scream bloody murder until someone understands that it ain't about the money, the drugs, or the women. I make this noise just because I can. And we'll all join in to that original sin.